Hey, this is Mike Ferfolia from Metalworks Institute Vocal Tips. Today we're talking about vocal posturing. Now, one of the first things I talk to my students about, beyond breathing of course, is your overall posture for singing, right? I like to call this whole, I can't believe I'm going to say this on camera, but the magical mystical triangle of love and happiness. Completely nonsensical name for a region of your body that's essential to keep in check or keep postured for when you're singing, right? I'm talking about your shoulders or your upper torso, your throat, your neck, and the lower part of your face, your jaw here. Your jaw has a lot of power. Let's start here. Your jaw, basically your lower mandible has the power to completely constrict your larynx, right? So you can hear in there that I'm pushing my jaw back into my throat and it's completely cutting off the sound, right? So if we're doing a lot of this wide open thing, what's happening here is you're constricting airflow. You don't want to do that. You want to sing very comfortably. So if you're paying attention to what your jaw is doing, just lightly falls open. You're singing, I wish those days could come back once more. Why did those days? Hey. And now if I open up, let's see what happens. I wish those days could come back once more. It might have gotten a little bit louder, but I can actually feel in my throat that it's a little bit labored because I'm cutting myself off a little bit. I'm basically constricting my larynx a little bit. Now your throat, pretty important, houses your vocal cords. You want this to be nice and relaxed, right? So we can do exercises like lip trills. Anything that vibrates our throat or vibrates our body is going to be good for sort of relaxing muscles, right? All this is, or all our vocal cords are, is just a pair of muscles that are vibrating really fast. We pass air through them. They resonate in pitch, hopefully dead on in pitch. So we want this to be nice and straight. We don't want to be leaning over like this because, again, you're hearing difference in the sound. You don't want to be leaning down like this because, again, you're hearing difference in the sound, right? You need this system to be straight up and down, postured very well for sound to be able to pass through it. Now, one of the other things that we've got to pay attention to here, again, at the bottom of the triangle, is our upper chest, or our shoulders, rather. Our shoulders typically carry a lot of tension, right? So any tension, any muscular tension that's going to happen here is going to directly translate to what's happening in our throat and our body in general, right? We don't want any tension interfering with what's going on in our throat, especially because we've got this in here, right? It's a very easy muscle to affect, as you can see, right? So you might even find that if you're having trouble singing, if you feel like you're tense, stop for a second, roll out your shoulders, right? Do some sort of exercise to break up tension in your upper body, your throat, and your jaw, right? Keep that system happening. Keep this happening as much as you possibly can. May not be the most practical thing for you while you're singing. If you're rocking out, you're going to be doing a lot of this, a lot of moving around and jumping even. But it's important, as long as we can, for healthy singing, for the most stamina and endurance that we need, to keep this posture happening. Again, this is Mike Ferfolia from Metalworks Institute Vocal Tips. Have a good one.